in the t-shirt. If you're wearing a red t-shirt, that's proof that you have
We're good.
Team of devoted volunteers, I have the pleasure of welcoming you to the 31st edition of the Terry Fox Run for Cancer Research. Give yourselves a great big round of applause.
Let's make some noise, everyone. Let's be heard. We deserve to be heard.
Your wonderful fundraising efforts over the years leaves us humbled and grateful for the dedication everyone brings to our Terry Fox Run. We are sharing.
Gentlemen, boys and girls, congratulations to all of you for participating yet again in this annual Port Credit Terry Fox Run Research for Cancer. What you're doing is extremely important, we all know. You know, we remember those iconic images of Terry Fox running alone in those long, lonely streets. But if the photographer were able to pan out just a bit more, you'd see hundreds, if not thousands, of Canadians cheering him on, feeling inspired by what he's been doing and what he did during those 143 days of running the Marathon of Hope.
With the wind.
Terry Fox also knew that he wasn't going to survive and go to the end of that run. He looked to all of us to continue that journey. And he knows in hamlets and communities around Canada and the world that his legacy lives on, and the work that you're doing will help find that cure.
And I'm here today to tell you all how important it is to raise money for cancer research. When I was in grade 1, I was so happy that I got to run on Terry Fox Day. We all watched a video about Terry Fox and how he wanted to run across Canada on one leg to raise money for cancer research. I didn't really know how important it was to raise money for cancer research until I was 8 years old and found out I had cancer. 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with a cancer called retinoblastoma. It is a cancer that is in my eyes. It is mostly found in babies, and 1 out of every 20,000 children born have this type of cancer. Mine was a bit different, and I am very old to have retinoblastoma. It is in both of my eyes, but my left eye because I was supposed to go to my friend's pool that day. But I didn't get to go because I had to go to hospital for sick kids. I'm worried about my cancer because the doctor told me there was a chance they might have to take out my eye. The doctor told me that my eye was very sick and they had to treat it very aggressively so that my body wouldn't become sick. My treatment started with 3 surgeries where the doctors put me to sleep to look into my eyes. They used lasers and took scans and pictures of the tumors. The first treatments didn't go that well, so the doctors decided to use chemotherapy on me to shrink the large tumor in my left eye. I was sort of scared of the chemo and what it was going to do to me. One of my teachers, Miss Gottschalk, made a pinky swear to me that if all my hair fell out, she would shave her head so I wouldn't be the only one in school with a bald head. I never told anyone about that pinky swear. Well, exactly 2 weeks after the first chemo treatment, my hair started to fall out. And I was so happy. My mom asked me why I was so happy, and I told her about Miss Gottschalk. I couldn't wait to get to school to tell her about my hair. When I went for one of my surgeries, I saw some pictures of a little girl's eye that was so full of tumors. They were much worse than mine, and she was so little. I asked my mom that day if we could do something for that little girl and for all the other kids with retinoblastoma, so that no one would have to lose their eyes or vision or worst of all, die. So my teacher and I decided to shave our heads at the school and ask for donations for retinoblastoma research. Well, that little idea turned into an amazing fundraiser. About 500 people showed up, and we raised over $18,000 in one night. And all of it went to research for retinoblastoma. I had 2 rounds of chemo and my doctors decided they would treat my eyes with laser treatment. Since my treatment has started, I've had 23 laser treatments where I've been put to sleep. I still have a lot of appointments ahead of me. But that's okay, because my cancer is going away. I know that I have a risk of getting another type of cancer. My chance is 50%. I also know that if I have children, they have a 50% chance of getting retinoblastoma too. We know this because of research. This year marks the 30th anniversary of Terry Fox's death. The cancer he had is now 100% curable, probably because of him. I remember being at camp one summer and Terry's brother came to the camp and showed us the van that Terry Fox traveled in during his run. When I told my mom about it, she got so excited. She was a little girl about my age right now when Terry Fox started his run. She said she read about him in the newspaper. They didn't have internet back then. And followed his story. She loved to hear about him and where he was and how far he ran every day on one leg. It was weird how much my mom talked about him. But now, after seeing so many kids at the hospital, I understand why Terry Fox wanted to help those kids. If there were no hospitals and no one gave money for research, everyone with cancer would die.
And back to the other side. And down. Good job. Now bring it down. Heels. Stick those heels to the floor. Like you're digging them into the dirt.
Butterfly likes to hang around.
Oh, well, there you go.
Leave her alone.
Anyone desires a wish to come true, then
But the great spirit to hear and receive all.
Mine flew away.
In gratitude for giving the beautiful